UCF Apps is a new and innovative way for you to access the applications that you need to get your coursework done from any PC, Mac, tablet,
Hey guys, welcome back to the Expansion Pack, where we discuss video games, comic books, anime, and more. I'm Andy.
And I'm Reagan. Let's get into the news. Last Wednesday, Nintendo tweeted about its next mobile game, Mario Kart Tour. Not much is known at this time, but Nintendo plans to launch by the end of its next fiscal year, which means you can expect its release by March 2019. What's a little odd about its announcement is that it's referred to as mobile application. Does this mean we won't be throwing turtle shells and bananas on our phones? Unsure. We could be driving while driving?
Driving while driving?
That's not good.
Rainbow Road on the real road?
Not a good idea.
No.
Could this be a companion app for an upcoming Mario Kart game? Only time will tell.
But in other news, Rockstar Games has officially announced the release date for Red Dead Redemption. In a statement last Thursday, the official date will be October 26, 2018. Now, this is a delay from the original date, and it was supposed to be released in the first quarters of 2018. But now we have the official date. Rockstar also said in a statement, "We sincerely thank you for your patience and hope that when you get to play the game, you will agree the wait will have been worth it." With the release date, they also released screenshots of the game, and they look beautiful. So what do you guys think? Is the delay like a big deal? Are you excited for the game? Let us know.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited. Remember last year how we said there were some rumors of a Mario movie in the works with Illumination? Well, the rumors are true. In an official statement, Nintendo announced they are partnering up with Illumination Entertainment to create a movie starring Nintendo's favorite plumber, Mario. So we just wanted to update you guys and say the movie is actually happening, and we are hoping for the best.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Nintendo movies have been not so good. Like
we'll
the last
see.
Mario movie.
Yeah.
But this one's animated, so.
But are you guys excited? Let us know.
What with the release of Pokemon Go back in 2016 and upcoming mobile games for Harry Potter, it seems that your very own phone is the place for on-the-go gaming indulgence of your childhood favorites.
Yep.
And now whether you adamantly choose a side in the battle between Pokemon and Digimon, or just simply shrug and say, why not both? Bandai Namco Entertainment has just released a teaser trailer for another RPG-style Digimon game for iOS and Android called Digimon Re-Arise. They plan to release will be sometime this year in Japan. So far, no specific date for the game has been announced for the US, but hopefully American DigiDestined will get to experience the game themselves very, very soon. I'm excited.
Yeah, very soon. A licensing trade publication has revealed that Activision may be coming out with more Crash Bandicoot goodness. If true, we'll be seeing PC and Nintendo Switch ports of Crash Bandicoot, the Insane Trilogy. The trilogy has become one of the PS4's best-selling games, so this move wouldn't be much of a surprise. However, the source has also revealed that a new Crash game is scheduled for a 2019 launch, although not much else is known. Whether it might be a new kart racer or another entry in the main series, our wallets are hungry for more of our favorite Bandicoot.
I know I am, because PC, that's what I'm hopeful for.
Yes.
The Crash PC port. If you're a fan of the Blue Blur and you're happy to know that next Sonic game will be revealed in just a few weeks. In March, South by Southwest Gaming will be featuring a panel called Gotta Go Fast, the official Sonic Hedgehog panel, where various Sonic devs will reveal his next big game. With Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces being some of the 2017's biggest titles, it'll be interesting to see what's in store for the Hedgehog. Expect a reveal on March 16th.
Get ready to return to UA with Deku and the rest of Class 1A for the anticipated upcoming third season of My Hero Academia, which will debut on April 7th of this year. This season will be focusing on the school trip arc from the manga series, with even more training after the first semester roster coming to a close, and will feature even more of the League of Villains, as well as the pro-hero group of the Pussycats. Because of how big this arc is, fans speculate that this season could have 20+ episodes,
I
which...
expect 26 episodes exactly. That's just me though.
Place your bets.
In our last story, one of my favorite anime manga artists will be working on a Back to the Future manga. Yusuke Martha, the artist behind One Punch Man, is said to be working on a series based on the original Back to the Future movie.
That's exciting.
Yes. However, if you're a Back to the Future fan, don't worry. Bob Gale, the original screenwriter for the movie, will be supervising the project. Thank God, and we talked about it on BTC actually. We will be seeing some new story content that wasn't in the original movie, but we are very hopeful. You can check out the first page of the books on the Kono Manga ga Suga website, and honestly, I didn't think this was something I needed, but I'm very excited for it. So what do you guys think?
Definitely.
Back to the Future. Maybe we'll see other movies turning into mangas. That'd be cool.
Maybe.
But that's all the time that we have now for this segment. Make sure you stay tuned for Matt and his comic section.
Stay tuned.
Today, when you have multiple devices at your fingertips, wouldn't it be great if you could run the software you need on all of them? Well, now you can. UCF Apps is a new and innovative way for you to access the applications that you need to get your coursework done from any PC, Mac, tablet, or smartphone. For more information or to give your input on UCF Apps, go to apps.ucf.edu. What are you waiting for? Start using UCF Apps today.
Do you like sports? Do you like reading about sports? Then we got a sports blog just for you. Stay on my peripherals. That's not fun. Hitting the field.
The first student-run sports blog.
For sports fans.
By sports fans.
See, it's all about the product shot.
Where do you want me to stand?
Don't talk though. I want them to see the hole.
Hitting the field. We cover football. We cover basketball. And so much more. He's out.
By sports reporters. And Meech.
What up? Watch the show and read the sports blog. Hitting.
Field.
Today, when you have multiple devices at your fingertips, wouldn't it be great if you could run the software you need on all of them? Well, now you can. UCF Apps is a new and innovative way for you to access the applications that you need to get your coursework done from any PC, Mac, tablet, or smartphone. For more information or to give your input on UCF Apps, go to apps.ucf.edu. What are you waiting for? Start using UCF Apps today.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Expansion Pack's Comic News. I'm Matthew Salavaria. Let's get started. The biggest hero wedding since the likes of Black Panther and Storm is getting closer and closer. For those of you that don't know, not long ago, Batman proposed to every DC fan's favorite furry thief, Catwoman. But it seems like someone is going to speak up and not hold their peace. The Joker. That's right, everyone's favorite psychotic clown of crime is back this May. The countdown to the wedding bells with DC Nation's Issue 0 hitting store shelves that month. I hope you guys are ready because it looks like we're in for a storyline exploring Joker's reaction to the big wedding. New, and while it's sure to be entertaining, it won't be pretty. And it remains to be seen whether in this story we'll touch on one of the biggest mysteries in the DCU, that there really are 3 Jokers. I really hope for that. You know, been waiting for that forever now. Up next, it looks like we have a new Power Ranger debuting in the Shattered Grid comic books crossover event. And from the looks of it, the teaser image, she's making one explosive entrance. The catch is the identity of this Ranger will be a mystery until Saban's Go-Go Power Rangers issue 9 in April. Writer Ryan Parrott and Kyle Higgins have offered a few hints about the character to hold us over until then, mainly describing her as a new Ranger with a familiar face. Yeah, not exactly much to go on, guys. There are plenty of Power Rangers with familiar faces. And if the mystery of the new Ranger isn't enough, we've also got a new villain from Lord Dragon's timeline, Fister 5. The Shattered Grid will see every Power Ranger team up together to fight the evil Lord Dragon. We even got a teaser trailer from the event narrated by the great Jason David Frank himself. Power Rangers The Shattered Grid event starts March 21st in the pages of Power Rangers issue 25. It's official, DC has finally revealed the takeover of Superman comics by writer Brian Michael Bendis. Come on, we saw this coming, didn't we? Bendis will be taking over this summer, writing both the monthly Superman and the Action Comics title, as well as a weekly Man of Steel miniseries. This July, while Superman will focus on Superman's adventures, Action Comics, Bendis has expressed his belief that Metropolis needs more reputation building like Gotham has in a fictional location. Bendis also mentioned a huge new villain for the Man of Steel story, and those aren't even the only projects in the works for Bendis. The now exclusive DC writer will also be bringing his Junk's World created titles to his new home. Clearly, this new relationship with DC Comics will be keeping Bendis plenty busy. And now to our pull list for today. We have releasing today Green Lanterns issue 40, Bombshells United issue 11, Batman White Knight number 5, Nightwing number 38, Justice League number 38, Avengers number 679, Hawkeye number 15, Daredevil number 598, and She-Hulk number 162. That's all for today's comic news. We'll be back with more of the expansion pack right after this. Stick around.
Today, when you have multiple devices at your fingertips, wouldn't it be great if you could run the software you need on all of them? Well, now you can. UCF Apps is a new and innovative way for you to access the applications that you need to get your coursework done from any PC, Mac, tablet, or smartphone. For more information or to give your input on UCF Apps, go to apps.ucf.edu. What are you waiting for? Start using UCF Apps today.
Do you like sports? Do you like reading about sports? Then we got a sports blog just for you. Stay on my peripherals. That's not fun. Hitting the field.
The first student-run sports blog.
For sports fans.
By sports fans.
See, it's all about the product shot.
Where do you want me to stand?
Don't talk though. I want them to see the hole.
Hitting the field. We cover football. We cover basketball. And so much more. He's out.
By sports reporters. And Meech.
What up? Watch the show and read the sports blog. Hitting.
Field.
Today, when you have multiple devices at your fingertips, wouldn't it be great if you could run the software you need on all of them? Well, now you can. UCF Apps is a new and innovative way for you to access the applications that you need to get your coursework done from any PC, Mac, tablet, or smartphone. For more information or to give your input on UCF Apps, go to apps.ucf.edu. What are you waiting for? Start using UCF Apps today.
Welcome back to the Expansion Pack. I'm one of your hosts, Reagan, and I'm here today with my lovely panelist, the CEO of Burnout Game Ventures, Rupert Magnot. So today we're going to be talking about video games and the industry, and its focus going from AAA titles more towards indie titles. And I know that you have a lot of expertise in this field as you're the CEO of a wonderful development company straight out of Orlando. So welcome to the show, first of all.
Thank you. I appreciate being here.
Yeah. So in your opinion, what is driving consumers towards indie games versus AAA games?
Well, the biggest problems, as you elucidated in your previous segment, was you know, how many times has RDR been delayed, right? And you know, expecting a game, your favorite game, to come out and then having a delay, that's exhausting, right? Not only that, but 80% of all the games sold these days come from the AAA companies, and they're all sequels. So there's what many gamers consider to be a dearth of original content, which only the indie game teams are willing to risk and come up with new ideas. You know, the Limbos and the World of Goos and things like that. So that's primarily, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, with original content in mind, Steam is becoming what I consider at least pretty saturated, and it's making the market filled with a lot of different games. How do you stand out when there's so many games out there?
Well, the problem is that the vast majority of independent game developers don't do any marketing. Well, they don't do any planning. They don't, you know, so their scope, schedule, marketing all go out the window.
Right.
And they have a 95% failure rate to break even. So how you stand out is real simple. Is you plan and you develop your games according to, you know, in a quality way, and then you market them in a manner that helps you stand out from the crowd. Because, you know, when Steam's got what, 9,000 games now, independent games now, it's not that hard to stand out if you know what you're doing on the marketing side. Okay,
so marketing is a big point for standing out on the indie market, but what are the major issues within the game industry that you've found?
Well, the biggest things, as I mentioned, are lack of originality, as well as just delay after delay after delay. I mean, Diablo 3 took how many years? You know, and then other games that are coming out, just delay after delay. The other thing, though, is the dichotomy of premium, you know, buying your game up front, or freemium, which is, you know, let's download the game for free, and then after 2 levels or 2 worlds, oh, now I got to pay for something. And now, so there's people in the industry, the gamers themselves, they don't generally like the freemium model, because yes, they like to be able to play a game and get a taste of it, so forth, for a period of time. But once they have to start paying money for it, it does make a lot more money for the company. But for an independent developer, man, we have to develop all kinds of different downloadable content for the game that we wouldn't do otherwise.
Right.
So it's you know, so we prefer to provide like a premium game first,
the one and done,
and then add downloadable content once we start generating enough revenues to be able to do that.
Okay. So do you think that the gaming industry needs a real change, or do you think that it's workable the way that it is?
That actually brings up another point to your last question, is that the game industry is a hit-based industry. And to me, that's a failed business model, because what they're doing, just like venture capitalists, is they're investing billions of dollars into various different games, and they're expecting a number of them to just fail miserably.
Right.
And then they're hoping that one of them or 2 of them or whatever
hits off.
will make all the money that they need to satisfy their shareholders and everybody else. Independent game developers cannot do that, because they're not even succeeding in their own markets, let alone having a hit. Because only 1 or 2% of indie games are well, 9% of indie games are hits, which is just 250,000 units a year, not millions and millions of units. So so we have to work on that aspect of it, but that's basically just processes.
Okay. In your opinion, how do you see gaming changing in our area already? In our,
what, geographic area?
Geographic area.
Well, this is the World Center for Simulation. There's over $6 billion a year, that's with a B, that is developed in and around Orlando as it is. And they're very keenly interested in video games and so forth. They've been, ITSIC, the big military simulation conference every year, has been having a serious games competition and bent for a number of years now. And so they're looking for continued collaboration in that area, and then you know training our troops and so forth, because they're younger and they're more digitized, so to speak. You know, I mean, they're learning about, you know, 2-year-olds know more about iPads than their parents do. And so we have EA, that's the 800-pound gorilla in town, And we have numerous other, we have over 100 independent game studios in Orlando. We need to collaborate together more. We have several organizations that are working on things, but we need to really pick that up. So we're hoping BGV is going to be able to create those companies and generate the income and the revenues as well as the jobs that we need in the area.
Okay. What are some of the biggest mistakes you see producers and developers making when they're releasing quality games that just don't quite make it?
So assuming that it is a quality game to begin with, then basically what we have to do is, well, they have to plan, all right? So if they don't plan, then what are they going to do, right? They're immediately throwing out 50% of their time, money, and effort in developing a game. To us, we don't understand why it takes more than 6 to 12 months to make a game. And the average game takes, 36 to 42 months to create. So, we need to take care of that and get those things shorter and create those quality games. But they definitely need to market their games in order to be successful.
Okay, so your advice to people who are working on their own games would be marketing. Do you have any other advice for them?
That's basically it. If it's a quality game, then all I have to do is get it out there and stand above the rest and then let the people decide.
Okay. So I know that you're the CEO of a game development company. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, Burnout Game Ventures is basically was created so that we can take your game idea and make it successful, generate revenues in 6 months or less. And so we have over, we provide all the talent, the resources, the proprietary processes, and the kick in the pants that developers need in order to create quality experiences as quickly as possible. So we have over 450 people in our talent pool. We have over 90, I think now, that are actively working on 9 projects for 6 startups. And we have over 3 dozen products ready for release in the next 24 months. So we're looking for capital, and we're basically applying that and setting up all our marketing. We have an amazing team of 2 dozen people that are just really rocking and rolling in the industry, and they're helping us out, and we're setting all our plans up and getting ready to rock it out.
That's awesome. So do you have anything coming out soon that we should be looking forward to?
Well, we have one game, we have multiple titles. One is Not Without You, which is all our games are targeted towards one platform, but then we release on all platforms. And so this is targeted towards mobile games, and it's a 2D puzzle brain teaser. And from the feedback we've been getting on the nearly 200 surveys that we had, it looks like it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
So we're really looking forward to that. And then we've got Bit Evolution has been out for a little while.
Yep.
We've sold over almost 70,000 units now. And that's a 2D retro platformer. So that takes you literally through the history of video games while you're playing. So you start out as a Pong puck, and then you go through an Atari-like world, the Game Boy, Nintendo, and Super Nintendo worlds. So you're evolving as the worlds are evolving. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. And then we have Vectromir, which is coming out, we anticipate in June, which is just a spectacular 3D first-person, we call it a parkour exploration game.
Okay.
So it looks a little Tronish. It's got some Portal elements. Some people would notice some Portal things. And it's just spectacular. So it's we're targeting PlayStation VR for that game.
Ooh, that's exciting. But it's going to come out on all platforms.
Yes, all platforms.
Okay. So do you have any favorite video games?
Favorite video games?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I know. You don't have to pick one.
Well, I like Forza Motorsport.
Okay.
Okay, which is a lot of fun. And then we have. Then I like. I thought Overwatch was very cool.
Overwatch is so good.
Yeah, and then I'm partial to the puzzle and physics games, so of course Angry Birds and World of Goo and things like that were really a lot of
anything
fun.
that's a little bit of a brain teaser is kind of up your alley.
Yeah, maybe not too much of a brain teaser.
Maybe not too much?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So do you have any other advice that you'd like to give to anybody that's coming out of a degree, possibly?
Well, the best time to start a business is when you don't really have anything to risk.
Okay.
Okay. So by all means, the sooner the better. And if you have a couple of buddies together, and you have some programmers and artists and designers and so forth, and you have somebody who knows anything about project management, which frankly nobody does, then try. And you have a great idea. By all means, put something together. Develop a design doc. and your tech doc and do all your documentation and planning, and then hit the ground and see what you can come up with. And by all means, get it together. Also get out there and go to the groups, go to the associations and so forth that are involved in games, meet, network. You don't know who you might find, and then of course you can always come to us.
Yep, that's awesome. So for fans and enthusiasts, what should we be looking for in quality games? What do you think?
Well, it's like beauty. It's in the eyes of the beholder. So that's why there's so many games out there and so many are doing well, because it's just each person has their own ideals. So don't worry about that. You know, just get what your idea is and get it out there. Try to be original, because nobody likes a game that's, you know, oh, I modeled it after Spider-Man, and I modeled it after Destiny, and I modeled it after this and that. Nobody wants a rehash. Okay, come up with something new and see what works. See what works. Yeah.
So you talked a bit about project management. How important is project management?
It's the most important thing, frankly. I mean, you know, if you fail to plan to fail is a truism of the highest order in business. And so, you know, playing games and making games, there's a big chasm there, okay? But making games and making money making games is an even greater chasm. So if you really want to be successful as a business with your game, then you really have to start thinking like a business person, which means you need to learn project management, or at least have somebody who knows project management help you along the way.
Okay, so coming off of that, marketing, project management, of course the developers are important. How important is the rest of the team?
Everybody is important. So there's like at BGV we have hundreds of people, and I might be the most equal of equals, so to speak. But basically we're all equal. We all work together. We all collaborate. You know, the best way to plan things is to have everybody on the team involved in the planning. So that way everybody is making sure that what their needs, wants, and expectations are being handled, which means everybody's happy, and now you're more productive and you're moving forward in a manner that's getting things done quickly.
Awesome. So I know that you've been an entrepreneur for quite a long time. Do you want to go ahead and define what entrepreneurship is to you?
Well, an entrepreneur is a person who starts and runs and operates an enterprise based on two things: risk and initiative. And so if you don't have the initiative to get up every morning, dust yourself off, and go get it and hustle and grind, then you know you might not want to be an entrepreneur. And as far as risk is concerned, if you're not willing to risk everything in your life, you know, everything, right, to achieve the dream of being a successful business person, then, you know, think twice about it, because I've seen way too many people declare bankruptcy and get divorced and lose everything that they have and so forth, because they didn't plan it right, and then, you know, things happen.
Falls through.
Right.
Awesome. Okay, so what other things have you worked with other than video games?
Oh my gosh.
I know. It's a lot.
Well, you know, Elon Musk is doing Hyperloop. We designed and built the first prototype back in 1993.
That's awesome.
And so we were wondering, why is it taking so long to get here? Worked on various aerospace programs, including the Kibo module at the space station, and had also worked on high-speed rail systems, but I had a simulation company for 11 years, designing and building motion simulation systems for training, for entertainment and military and all that. So
you're really excited about VR?
Yes, I've been involved in VR since 1992. So it's like, and I've been kind of disappointed that we really haven't gotten to the point where it's something for the masses yet, because only what, 1 million people now are using VR. So. AR I like, because what Pokemon Go did was amazing.
It was really cool.
It was amazing.
Shot off.
Yeah.
They're
so
doing a couple more of those coming out soon. So.
Yeah. So what is it?
Digimon and Mario Kart.
Mario Kart. Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
So we'll see how these turn out. But again, we really need to get the technology to the point where it's ubiquitous.
It's working.
And
that's
price
all the time,
point too.
Yeah, that's all the time we have for today. We'll see you next week with another episode of the Expansion Pack.